All right, let's go up against the wizard. Um, Pretty crappy. I guess the Void Eye's not bad, but this is definitely more playable, I think, for our style, especially since we just go for the crawler. So yeah, just crawler. Pretty simple. I have a good feeling about this game. I'm feeling confident. I don't feel like the opponent is that good at dealing with the factory. We have played with him a few times. I'm sure he's a terrifying opponent if you play normal with him, but the factory shenanigan really makes it a different story. You ever just put two here? You just put it in the middle. Probably no need for fangs here, so we'll just go like this. No need for space. We're not Fire Badger spec. Could even put it like this. Arclight Steel 347. Yeah, so they need 2 shots to kill. We get an armor enhancement. Even it's gonna survive 1 sledgehammer shot as well. So the level 2 crawler is crazy good. Everyone knows that. So if you can get the elite spec and you can just go for the crawler, it's probably the best. It's the best kind of elite spec. Is the one that you can go for a crawler with. This is not good though. Dark light leveling up is not good. Missile strike. No, we're not even gonna think about this. The missile strike. Okay. Now what? Now what? We probably need some anti-air, so I guess we go for a Mustang, and then we just go for something, right? I mean, do we ever go for do we ever go for this, like a Stormcrawler? How good would that be? Everything he's got is super slow, right? Risky though. Stormcrawler in the end is never going to be worth it because the Stormcrawler is going to get countered at some point, whereas the Mustang is going to be universally useful, for the whole game. So I think we'll stick with the Mustang. Actually goes for the missile. It's a pretty good value for him since he gets he gets the crawlers. The crawlers is what he wants to get. Takes the level on the arc light. Would have preferred if he didn't, but it's not the end of the world. Better the arc light than the tank, I think. And oh my goodness, the Mustangs are killing the arc light, even though they're both level 2. Crazy strong Mustangs, but Sledgehammer gets a level. He's got the potential armor, which is not what you want to see. Phantom Ray. Hard to say, hard to say. I don't know. I don't think so. This, too expensive. Tarantula. I don't think we want the Tarantula. Maybe the Void Eyes are good. How good are the Phantom Rays? He goes for the Wasp, not very good. You just go for the Void Eyes. I mean, they're kind of decent. Always forget to click this, but now we'll click it. Okay. Are we overcommitting a little bit on this side? Probably. Okay. Now what? Just another Mustang, maybe a Phoenix, but maybe just this and this. Does this need to be that far? I mean, it's probably not bad, but I think it could be like this as well. Okay. Goes for the heavy tarantula. Wasn't expecting that. I guess the Phantom Rays would have been really good here. Level 3 tarantula? Man, the Mustangs are doing nothing to it. That's not good. We actually got him down to half health through just the Mustangs alone. I would love to kill it, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen here. But we do have healing. We have the healing. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. It's kind of unfortunate. All right, so now it's time for the Phoenixes. Laser sight is not that good. I mean, it probably is good, but it's not really. The problem isn't with the range, I think. I'd love to get another one. How's our shaft clear problem? He's only fangs at this point. Guess we just go for another chaff. Wow, a lot of people watching here. Range arc lights? Yeah, makes sense. Very good play, I think. Level 2 arc lights as well. But no anti-air, so he's probably gonna lose the... He's probably gonna lose at least to the Phoenixes. Unless somehow his fangs save the day, but I feel like he didn't respect the Phoenixes here. He should have respected the Phoenixes. Like, for sure, you know, round 4, you need some kind of anti-air. But it's not going to be a huge loss. Basically just the Phoenixes. Actually, exactly just the Phoenixes. Phoenixes get levels, right? Almost. They don't really need that many levels, but we need to get his HP down. Otherwise, we're going to be doing factory for more than just one round. Orbital bombardment seems good. How much stuff does he really have? Not much. I think I'd just go for the mobile beacon, surprisingly. For him, it's a very good spell. Man. I don't know how he's going to counter this. Mustangs of his own? Do we just click range? What do we do here? I feel, man. Okay, so we need range on the Mustangs. We're going to get countered somehow. The Mustangs are going to get countered. That's the problem. I'm not super excited about this, but we can only go more range and more Mustangs. I mean, more Phoenixes and more Mustangs. It's not ideal for sure. The beacon. What is the beacon going to do? Nothing? Okay. At least he didn't go for the other spell, which the orbital bombardment would have been pretty nasty. Where's his okay, there's his anti-air. It's the Farseer. Okay. We actually have tanks, so the tanks are kind of clearing some chaff. Kind of concerning here. Everything's going really close to the tower. It's almost gonna be a one shot for the level 3 sledges, the tower. Now we need levels on the tower. Somehow things kind of spiraled out of control here for us. Advanced defensive tactics as well, okay. Can we go for the factory now? We have to. Okay. Well, I say it every single time. If he's gonna blind counter us, he deserves to win. But most of the time, it's actually pretty hard to blind counter this. Oh boy. This side seems to be a little bit more exposed. We can probably just go in through here. We also aggro this stuff. Going through here, this stuff just goes forward and kills everything. So I like this positioning. Go for this. We already have the beacon, so just as simple as like this and this. Might even be too far, but it's fine. Let's just, we have time. Let's fix the beacon a little bit. That's probably all you need. Boom, boom. And it's probably just a shield. Okay, he's got nothing for this factory. He's got nothing for it. It's almost like he completely didn't expect it, but he really should have expected it. I mean, it's the factory drop round. This is the most likely time we go for the factory. Plus, we're losing. We're desperate, so it's kind of the obvious play. It's the only play, really. So that's gonna be like half his life, I think. It just means one more good play, and we got this in the bag. A lot of people are watching. You know, they're gonna be taking a page out of this. Well, we predicted that pretty accurately. We don't have to redeploy. The lightning storm could be interesting here. But it's not going to do anything. He doesn't have anything to lightning storm. Additional deploy. Not worth it for the money. We're kind of broke. We're just gonna move this somewhere. Probably here. And probably just go for 2 chaff. Okay. Go for another technology. Is he gonna EMP us? Probably not. We go EMP on this Farseer, but there's not that many technologies to begin with. Photon could be good if we were worried about some kind of like acid on his well, he doesn't have acid, so not really sure here. I kind of feel like I want this just to kill everything, but I'm taking a risk. Let's level up this tower just so we don't take a risk there. I think we want missiles. He's just got way too much chaff. Okay, photon ionization. Fair enough. Okay, he actually doesn't hit us, but he's gonna hit us a couple times during the debuff, which is not good, but I think we have enough to just finish him. Like this army coming in, I just don't know if it's 2200. If we can keep this alive, I don't think so though. Yeah, that's the problem. If we kept that alive, I think we win. So he's probably gonna have what, 500 left? Oh, so close yet so far. We could deal with this. We can deal with this. Lightning storm is interesting. Let's find another angle. Let's go in from here. Just throw in like a million wasps here. We got this. We're not going to use this because we're going to kill our own wasp. I think we go for the shield on the wasp as well. Might even be able to not even go for the actual shield itself because we have this in front. That being said, let's separate this a little bit so it doesn't, you know, splash everything at once. It's going through like this beacon here. We got a nice little spot. We're gonna need to think about this though. Get a level on this tower maybe? Maybe. Maybe not. He's gonna missile us. So we probably want to put a shield down here, you'd imagine, right? That would be pretty smart. And I think, you know, I don't want to just give him the free missile here. But I just don't want him getting the insta-lock. So it's kind of tricky here. I don't know how exactly to play this. Maybe like this. And we just missile something here. I feel like we need more missiles, but we're running out of time here. Yeah, very bad here. Very bad. Okay. we're chaff clearing like a champ, and we're gonna get to the tower, regardless of how many underground threats he's got. And that should be good. That should be the game. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Um. Yeah. We can still go through there. The wasps I think were kind of good. He had burst mode on the Farseer. That was interesting. How much damage did these guys do? 40,000. So must have landed like at least a burst, but surely the wasps were like the best choice here with the shield. It would have been nice to missile some additional crawlers. Maybe we, use the wasps as the missile block. And this was kind of bad. This was kind of bad. Probably shouldn't have even shielded there. To just went for some extra missiles because, you're gambling and you're losing. Um, yeah, the Raidens stuff is certainly kind of scary, and with all the chaff, it is definitely kind of scary. It's just that I feel like his board's a little empty, right? Like all he's got is the arc lights. Okay, he's got 3 Farseers, and it's just arc lights and chaff. He doesn't have anything. That's the problem. Whereas we have the Phoenix, we have the Mustang. He doesn't have any of that. I think that was kind of his problem. You could say that the Farseers acts as a Phoenix. So you could say he's got the Phoenixes. So maybe you could just say he didn't have the Mustang. So it was just like I feel like yeah, I just felt like his board didn't have that much stuff except for the chaff. So I mean, look how many chaff he has. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 chaff, 15. And how many do we have? I guess we're not 15, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if we count this, 8, 9. So 7 if you count ground only, 9 if you count these. So yeah, the underground threat I think is I think he's supposed to click loose formation, but he wasn't expecting us to go for the factory, so I think it was just unfortunate. I think in this situation he just needs to predict that there might be a factory coming down, and you try to do things that are good for the factory, like loose formation. You try not to do things that are bad. I feel like the subterranean might even make it worse because like I think it almost bunches everything even closer together because the way that this factory just moved forward and just kept firing, like the amount of chaff that this factory killed like on the last round is unfathomable. So all right, and then nice to play the wizard and nice to get a victory. That was yeah, that game was starting to look quite bad for us. So I'm glad we stuck to our strategy and we did a good job. So swapping these around, looking for the new angle. I mean, this is such a good angle, right? Look at this, right? Whereas here, very bad angle. Here, pretty bad angle. Here is just, I mean, you know what I mean? This is such a good angle. Here, potentially as well. Like if you could just get your factory here, there's not that much stuff. I mean, stuff will come in, but if your factory is already here, I mean, um, yeah, it's about finding that right angle, and it's really important because if you don't get that debuff in time and you get hit with the Raiden a couple times, all of a sudden, it's gonna be good night, Irene.